Find the derivative of f of t equals tangent of 2t squared divided by 2t squared. F of t here is the quotient of two different functions. We have the tangent of 2t squared divided by a 2t squared. And those cannot be canceled because in the numerator the 2t squared is inside of the tangent. The derivative, though, will involve the quotient rule here. So f prime of t will be the derivative of the numerator, derivative of tangent, secant squared, leave its inside alone, 2t squared, and then multiply by the derivative of the inside, which is a power rule, bring down the 2, 4, and then t to the 1. To complete the chain rule there, derivative of the inside gives us the 4t. That's all the derivative of the numerator, times the denominator left alone, and then minus the numerator left alone, times the derivative of the denominator, which itself will be a 4t. All of this is going to be divided by the denominator squared. The next thing to do is to bring the power functions in front of the trig functions. We can multiply those with each other. 4 times 2 is 8, and then a t times a t squared is a t cubed. And then we have the secant squared of 2t squared. And then just the same for this next term, we can bring the 4t to the front. And then we will have tangent of 2t squared. In the denominator, we can actually square 2 squared is a 4. T squared squared, multiply the exponents, 2 times 2 will be t to the 4th. Now back in the numerator, we have some factoring we can do. We have an 8 and a 4, so we can factor a 4 out of there. And we have a t cubed and a t, so we can factor out a t. Altogether, we can factor out a 4t. That will leave us with a 2 and 2 t's left over. We took away 1, t squared. Secant squared of 2t squared. And then minus for the second term, we took away the 4 and the t. So tangent of 2t squared, all divided by 4t to the 4th. Now that we've factored that 4 out, this is when it can cancel with the 4 in the denominator. And the t in the numerator can cancel with one of the t's in the denominator, leaving us with t cubed. So we will have 2t squared, secant squared of 2t squared, minus tangent of 2t squared. And that entire thing divided by t cubed. There's our derivative, f prime of t.